What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Maisha Edmond, licensed cosmetologist in the state of New York. I am also a certified trichologist. Super excited to be here on Friday, April 21st. This month is almost over, and we need to check in and recalibrate. So, if you are wondering about how you can change, what you can change, how you can increase your revenue, and all those different things in trichology. Hey, Sadaria, then I want you to join me, share this, comment, and all that other stuff because I want to know what is your trichology vision? What is your trichology vision? So, a bit of housekeeping. We are live and in person in trichology underscore 911 on Instagram. We are also live on my Isha Edmond page on Facebook, Trichology 911 on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube, my Isha Edmond. All right. What else? Strategy sessions are available. VIP sessions are available. VIP days are available. And so I'm going to share with you something that I plan to share with my mentees sometime here recently. And that is, what is your trichology vision? What is your trichology vision? And so the reason why I ask this is because I know that a lot of people are having some issues with their business as far as a trichologist, how to transition, how to charge, how to do sales, all those different things, right? And so I think that one of the most important things that we want to know is, what is your vision? Because if you have a vision for trichology, then you're able to really kind of hone in on what you want to do. So I have maybe 5 questions that I want to ask you to answer privately. You could put them in the chat and all that. But if you want to answer privately, maybe you have or have not thought about these questions yet. And so I want you to answer these questions as honestly as you can. Listen, you ain't got to tell me, so be as honest as you can, because I believe that you don't have a trichology business problem. I believe that you have a vision problem. So it's not that trichology doesn't work. It's not that you have a client problem. It's not that people don't want your services. It's that you have a vision problem. And when your vision is blurred, when you cannot see, when your vision is scattered, when you have an astigmatism, you're nearsighted, farsighted, then it really affects what you do and how you do it in any industry. And so you do not have a client problem, you have a vision problem. So the question is, what is your trichology vision? Now that we have that out the way, here's the first question I want you to ask yourself. Who do you want to help? First question, who do you want to help? That is going to help you to clear your vision. You cannot say, I help everybody. I can help everybody. I can help anybody. It doesn't really matter. I just want to grow people's hair. No. First of all, the grow people's hair thing is crazy, right? Because it's so vast, right? There's no one type of hair loss or hair restoration solution that you can offer to everyone. And because hair loss is not cookie cutter, neither are your solutions, your treatment plans, your protocols. And so therefore, with the so many various combinations of hair loss and scalp issue, you really can't just say, I just want to help everybody, child. So the question first is, who do you want to help? Do you want to help men or women? Do you want to help men and women? Do you want to help children? Right? Because I believe that if you can kind of hone in on that, it's not that you can't, if you help women, you can't help men. And if you help adults, you can't help children. But I will say this, if you really focus on one, then you can get in on the other. You understand? So the first question is, who do you want to help? Right? So how is that going to help your trichology vision? Because if I'm helping women, then I know that there are different things that I may look into. I may look into different vendors for cranial prosthetic. I may look into different products as far as shampoo and conditioner. I may look at different supplements and natural holistic supplements that would help a woman over a man, right? If I want to help men, I'm looking at also like their lifestyle as well as women, but I'm looking at lifestyle. I'm looking at what they're trying to do, what is important to them. I'm looking at do I need cranial prosthetics? Do they not even care? What are they coming for? Did they just get an FUE or a surgical hair replacement where I need to do a certain thing for this client, right? And so, if that's the case, then you really want to look at how you want to help the client. If it's a man, if it's children, right? What are your boundaries for children, right? RBM hair. Let me know if you meant to request to come on, because if you did, then I'm gonna let you in. Okay. Just say yes or no or whatever. Okay. So if it's children, that's another thing. So, what can you do? What can you not do? Are there products that you cannot use? Are there products that you can use? Are there certain types of hair loss that you would help a child with? Do you understand that there are certain things that you absolutely should not do for children? So when I'm asking, what is your trichology vision? Okay. So the first thing you want to do is answer yourself, who do you want to help? Who do I want to help? The second question you want to ask yourself is, what is the space or void that I want to fill in this niche? So when I first started Trichology, I'm just like, please, every hairstylist that they don't know about Trichology, I'm helping child, and I'm just going to teach everybody. And I learned this, and Trichology is easy. So, child, I want everybody to do it, right? But what I had to realize was that, well, if I just came out of Trichology training, right, and I give myself some time to become more of an expert, what is the void that I want to fill? And I found that strategy, simplification, structure, business behind the business of Trichology was my lane. And so I didn't see anyone in that. They would add different things here and there, but there was no one doing that. And so I created that lane and I began to cultivate that lane. And so when a person who is new to trichology or wants to become a trichologist says, okay, I don't know where to start, I don't know what school to go to, I'm in school, but I don't really know how to put it together, I'm not really sure what class I should take next, how am I supposed to price, how should I speak, how should I present it, how do I create a treatment plan, how do I create a protocol, then you're coming to me. Why? Because I understand the business behind the business. Because when I got out of school and I left clinicals, I was completely confused. And after clinicals, I had to have quit trichology at least 5 to 7 times because I couldn't convey it. So imagine this. I'm doing all that I need to do. I'm studying. I'm trying to implement trichology practices, all while still in school. I go to clinicals. It's a week. That's a Friday. Monday morning, I go to my salon that I had not yet decided if it was going to be a clinic or not, but I knew that Mondays would be my clinic days. And when I was trying to figure out on Monday morning, walking into that salon suite, how I was going to best serve clients that had hair loss, I got so frustrated that I quit, because I understood at that moment that there was a lot I didn't know. They didn't tell me everything that I needed to know to become successful using the information that I got 100 on or that I finished at the top of the class with. So it was good on paper, but the reality of it, the implementation of it, I could not do. So my question to you and for you to ask yourself is, what is the space or void that you're going to fill in the niche, right? The next question that I want you to ask yourself is, where do you want to go? Do you have a 1 year, 5 year, 10-year goal for your trichology practice? We're talking about your trichology vision. Where do you want to be in a year? Does that lead up to where you want to be in 5 years? Does that help you get to where you want to be in 10 years? Where do you want to go? Because sometimes it's a build up, right? Sometimes it's like, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with women. But my ultimate goal, my 10-year goal is um, multi generational and multi-generational structure for hair restoration. I also want to help um, I want to help men, I want to help women, and I want to help children, right? So if that's my goal, what am I implementing in year one? So the question is, where do you want to go? So if I do women in year one, do I want to add men in year two? And then do I want to add family? Do I want a family practice for trichology? Right? Where do I want to go? So ask yourself these questions. What do I want for my 1 year goal? What is my 5 year goal? What is my 10-year goal? First question was, who do you want to help? Next is, what is the space or void that you want to fill in this niche? And third is, where do you want to go? Because if you don't know where you're going, you cannot develop a vision. Remember, you don't have a client problem. It's not that they don't want to grow their hair and nobody knows me. You don't have a vision. So if you don't have a vision, you have a trichology vision, then guess what? You don't even know how to market. You don't know how to show up. You don't know what you should be saying in your sales. You don't know what a funnel looks like. You don't understand what your protocols look like. You don't understand what your treatment plans look like. You don't even understand that you shouldn't be spending money on these products because those products are for something else and you want to focus in on this. You don't want to be a all-around trichologist. I only want to help people with traction alopecia. I only want to help people with inflammatory issues. I only want to help men. I only want to help children. And I only want to help children as far as giving them, helping them with seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, and cranial prosthetics. Why do we need to know that? Because your vision is at stake. And also, when you know who you want to help, you know the void you want to fill, where you want to go, then it's going to help you. Number 4, your question to ask yourself is, where are you now? And be honest with yourself. It took me a minute studying and really carving out who I wanted to be in the trichology niche before I could say, I'm a thought leader in trichology. And the things that I create are going to help someone else. But I didn't know that. A part of knowing that is, and what I'm helping my mentees with, is knowing what level you're on and being honest. Some people are on a level 1 and they're good with it. Most people in trichology, and I can prove it, are on a level 2 based on what level 2 is in my eyes, and they don't go past that, and they're comfortable with it. But then there's somebody that wants more. They're saying, you know what, I want to create masterminds and I want to do different things with pros. Or how about, not only do I want to help pros, but I want to help regular clients. I want to help the everyday woman, man, or child in trichology. Or I don't want to teach other professionals. I only want, hey, Confident Hair Clinic, I want to help other, I want to help everyday women, men. I want to help people in business. I want to help churches. I want to help cheerleaders. I only want to help brides. I want to be a bridal trichologist. I just made that up. I want to be a bridal trichologist where I'm helping brides through the toughest planning period of their lives. And while I'm helping them, I'm giving them the treatment plans, I'm giving them the solutions that they need. And I am, at the end of the treatment plan, I am not only, maybe if I'm still a stylist, providing them with the hair styling, or I am connecting them with a stylist that I trust, that is going to respect what I put in place for their hair so that their wedding is beautiful. Child, I just did that. You're welcome. Use that. right? So maybe I'm a bridal trichologist. Maybe I'm an esthetician and I've started to do trichology. And I'm saying, you know what? I want to make sure that I am an aesthetic trichologist. And this esthetician or aesthetic trichologist understands that scalp is skin. And so I'm doing a lot of scalp treatments because I understand that it is important for this client to receive the best possible care on their scalps, like how they do their faces. And so then that would probably push me into a place where if there is a client that gets cranial prosthetics, then I'm still taking that time to offer scalp treatments for the scalp, although I know that maybe their hair won't grow, but I'm treating their scalp. So they're getting scalp massage and they're getting exfoliations and different things like that to take care of the skin, although I know that the hair is beyond being able to grow. So, where are you right now? When I ask you what is your trichology vision, you need to know where you are now. Because if you don't know where you are now, you cannot create a vision for where you're going. You do not have a client issue. You do not have a selling issue. You have a vision issue. And once you can get your vision clear, you can become a successful trichologist. Right now, I have not really promoted, shame to say, have not really promoted on my Edmond Trichology page, but I am consistently getting clients that are paying full price for in-person consultation at the price of $297 because without speaking to them, without them going through, okay, can I speak to you first? Can I send you some pictures? But why am I able to do that? Because I created something where if they go through my page or they look on my website, they can clearly see my vision. They can clearly see what I'm doing, what I'm offering, the level of excellence, and that they want to be a part of this. So I know that for those people that I didn't say, please come to the clinic. You need to grow your hair back. Don't you want to feel good? Don't you want to look nice? Don't you want to feel loved? I didn't do all of that, right? But I know that they have looked at my website, looked at my page, researched me, and when they come to me, they're ready to invest in themselves at the amount that I have made public, right? Or they're already expecting, okay, this girl knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing, and I'm ready to invest in myself. And I'm not understand the vision. I know where I'm going, and I know that my solutions are effective. My solutions are effective, right? So, number one, who do you want to help? Number two, what is the space or void that you want to fill in this niche? Number three, where do you want to go? What are your 1, 5, and 10-year goals? Number four, where are you now? Be very honest with yourself. And finally, who are you? Who are you? Right? Don't lose sight of the best parts of you to fit in as a trichologist. If you are a dope stylist, right? If you are a businesswoman or man, if you are funny, if you are compassionate, if you love to give knowledge, I want you to keep the best parts of you. You don't have to stop being you to be a trichologist. And I think that a lot of times we have this issue where we feel like, well, I think a trichologist should act like this, or I think that we should do this, or I think we should say this. And so what happens is you neglect the best parts of you. You become really dry, and then you become despondent, and then you're not able to really convey your passion for helping people because you think that a trichologist should talk about the mitochondrial issues and the follicular dystrophy and all these different things. And people are like, what? She talking over my head. I can't relate. I'm not allowed to connect with the person, you know, and, they're not giving me everything. So they feel like you're selling them. And you can't do that, right? So my question for you, and I want you to ponder over the weekend, is what is your trichology vision? If you need help with cultivating your vision, get a strategy session. I am available. You'll have me for a whole hour. Not only that, you'll answer some questions, and I will come up with a full presentation of where I see you going, because that's one of my superpowers. I can most definitely get you together with your vision, give you a strategy for where you should go as a trichologist. Also, VIP days are available. Come to New York, hang out with me, or be with me online for 4 to 6 hours, and I'm going to get your whole trichology business in order. Treatment plans, protocols, pricing, language, packages, all of the things that you wish that you would have learned when you were in trichology training. Also, case studies live. Oh my God. If you were in case studies, you are going to love case studies live, especially if you feel a little rusty. Is going to be live and in person here in New York, July 16th and 17th. We're going to have group strategy session. We're going to have live clients. We're going to have a day full of instruction and a day full of clinicals where we're going to do those case studies absolutely live, and you are going to be blown away. You are going to love it. Hang out at the spa, yada, yada, all that, right? So I'm super excited about that. If you are interested in one-on-one mentorship, I am available for that as well. And it is open. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Happy hair growing. I'll see you guys very, very soon.